Okay, we're at Fort Niagara. Yep. Right where Niagara River meets Lake Ontario. We're doing a tour. They let the dogs in. See, Ruby's here. She's doing a tour of Fort Niagara with us. This is the entrance to the fort. We're walking up. It's a beautiful day. Sunny. It's like low 70s. There's a bit of a breeze, but that's all right. No humidity. Good day to walk the fort. The last time we were here was like in the 90s. It was too hot. We couldn't take the dog here. Now it's a nice day. So Ruby's coming to the fort. Here's the entrance. Hey, check this out. What's it say there? Something. I can't read it. Port destinations. I don't know. But this is going over the moat kind of thing. Look what they did. They built these earthworks. And there's the river right there.
It's a drawbridge.
Oh, it's a drawbridge.
Right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. The Wicked Witch of the West. See how they built this thing? And there's the river. Right there. What a beautiful day. All right, let's keep walking through. We're going through the gates.
Okay.
What they got here? Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, that's how they open up the... Oh, look at that. Those big rocks close it. Wow, see that? That's how they close the doors. And pull the gate up. The bridge. The drawbridge. Wow, look at this. Is like down on a hole. They built these earthworks. Check this out. Hey, check this out. This is ancient. They built this fort 1820s, the original wood one, and then 1850s they built some concrete ones. Look at the cannons. Hey, check this out. Man, those are original, I think, too. Check that out. Oh, we go upstairs. Wow. Very cool. Now we're in the middle of it. Hey, this is cool. Never been here before. There's a big building there. I don't know what that is yet. We'll get there. And here's some other buildings. These must be barracks or something. They look like. Alright, let's go see some more. Okay, we're walking through this area here. This looks, I think these are old barracks. I made a mistake when I talked about initially. It was built in 1720 something initially, and then they rebuilt it in 1756, and they did more building during the Civil War. This thing fought in 3 wars. Look at these batteries. Oh, that's cool. This is how they protected it. Let's come up here and take a look. Wow, look at that. Oh, you can look over to look at the river. See how it protected it? There's the river. And here's the batteries, a cannon. Oh man, cool.
There's the tower where they had lookouts.
Oh, that's the lookout tower right there. That's where we walked through. Huh. The lookout tower. This is really neat. Let's go over here. Ruby likes it. She's gonna look for mice. Bet you a lot of mice here. Then over here, we're gonna go to the corner. We might be able to see where the river meets the lake. Let's go take a look. Oh, there was a cannon there too. Look at where they rotated them. See that? That's the old days, and they had the cannon there. All right, we'll show you some more. Okay, here's a sign. It says built by Captain Francois Pouchet, 1757. Rehabilitated through somebody in 1932. Huh. So this is this building here. Let's go see. It says here low ceiling. Warning. Don't hit your head. I'm short enough to fit. Oh gosh, you can't see in here. I don't think you could see in here. I'm gonna turn this off because, oh, there's barrels in here. Oh, this must be where they kept the gunpowder. Okay, we're going back to stop number 5. I thought it was barracks, but Vicky says it's a storeroom. She's got the paper that tells you all the stops. I'm doing the filming. Ruby walks in there too. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Wow, look at the displays they got. Check this out. I got a big map up on the wall back there. Big fireplace over here. Wow. That's how they lifted heavy barrels. You see they use pulleys. See that? This is cool. Oh, here's a little display of the fort. See, there's the lake, and this is the river, I think. I don't know. Looks like it to me. Very cool. And here's another one here with a big map here, relief map. Oh, here it is.
1864.
And this is where the fort is, huh? Right here. That's pretty cool. And there's a big map up there that says it's the key to the continent, to the Great Lakes. Okay, this is stop number 6. We did that. And right up where all these kids are at, and they're going to have some kind of a demonstration at 2 o'clock. It's 1 minute from now. Let's go up there and see what they got going on. There's the lake, right out that way. That's Lake Ontario. Wow. And over here they're selling ice cream. Stop 7. Huh? What's stop 7, Vic?
It's a log cabin.
It's a log cabin, they said. I know it's a log cabin.
Well, it was built at some point. I don't know what they use it for.
Oh, now it's an ice cream shop. Hey, look at that can up that way. Here, let's go see what the guys are gonna. They're gonna give a talk now. Let's go see. We'll show you in a minute. Okay, here's the talk. Check this out.
Dropping things on top of people. Exactly. Think of this as more of a gunpowder-powered catapult. And we are not just going to be, say, flinging ordinary cannonballs over enemy walls. Mark me when I say that. We are not using ordinary cannonballs in a gun like this, because ordinary cannonballs are just solid pieces of iron. They go up and over the walls and simply impact in the mud on the other side of the enemy walls, doing nothing. Instead, what we are going to be using are these things. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to ask you for the name of this device. You will get points for answering correctly, but you will get bonus points if you can tell me this device's name exactly as it appears in 18th century artillery manuals. So what is this?
A cannonball.
I just said we don't use cannonballs in this mortar. A bomb, and bonus points are awarded. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the 18th century idea of a bomb. A hollow iron shell filled with gunpowder and stopped with a wooden fuse. Now, this wooden fuse has a core that is filled with chemicals that make it burn really slowly, like a little bit of this fuse once every second. So we can actually, if we're feeling creative, cut off or leave on seconds of burn time as we see fit, making this a timed bomb. And we are with what Aiden has here. This is a lit stop. It is made of a cotton cord soaked in chemicals to make it burn slowly and intensely, like a lit cigarette. It's at the end of a long stick, so Aiden can stand his distance while firing it. Now, speaking of standing your distance, first off, you, sir, are in the precise wrong place, so I would ask you to be over here. You guys might want to move back this way as well, and when Will's hand goes up in the air to signal that we are ready to fire, your hands should fly to your ears as well. For real. Motor crew, make ready. Definitely look. Really cool. Fire!
Woo! That was loud. Ruby didn't like that.
We're not done yet. You see, ladies and gentlemen, on a mortar like this, you have to make sure that the bomb hits the target. If your bomb hit its target, the crew takes note of everything we just done, and they write it down in a notebook. That way, if we need to make a similar shot later, we can simply crack the book open and repeat our shot without thinking about it.
Here's part of the wall, and it says on here 1796 E plus unum, and then you walk out the wall here through this gate, and you got a view of where the river meets the lake. See that? Oh, they're sailing out there. Check out the sailboats. It's a nice windy day for it. And this looks like a Coast Guard station right here. It's all fenced in. There's one of the Coast Guard boats right here at the fort. Oh, look at that across the way. I see a lighthouse. Huh. Very cool. All right, we're gonna go to stop number 8. We'll get to that big building eventually. This looks like where they bake the cannonballs. See that? We saw that at other forts. That's where they cooked them. They made them real hot, and then when they hit the wooden ships, they made them burn. Ruby's up here. This is stop number 8. Hey, what's stop number 8? Let me go up there. Here we are, stop number 8. The river what? The river wall. To protect the river. Right at the right at the mouth of the river. Check that out. There goes the sailboats into the lake. Cool. Look at this big cannon over here. Wow. Don't climb on it. Here's a little cannon over here. And here's the big one. That's a big cannon. And that one you could turn. Check that out. That's a nice spot right across the river. Right at the mouth of the lake. Or the river. Oh, that's Canada. Oh, that's the Canadian side. Oh, that's right. It's the Niagara River. It splits 2 countries. There's a lighthouse over there too. And it looks like they have a marina over there in Canada. Huh, that's the Canadian side. There's some more boats coming, sailboats. All right, we'll show you some more. Okay, we're stop number 9, and this is a monument to the fellow who built the fort, LaSalle. Sieur de LaSalle, 1643 to 1687. I like that. Erected in 1934 by the state of New York. Boy, that wind's picking. Look at the whitecaps out there. Now I'm going to go over to this big building, I think. That's the next stop. Look at the view. Look, there's a lake out there. We're right at the point right now. So this building's at the point. The lake's that way. And then when I pan this way, the lake's over here. And that's Canada right there. And this is Niagara River right over here. This is looking back into the fort. Look at this. Isn't that cool? We came from over there. That's where we entered. Right straight that way. Here comes more kids. They got some camp kids here. They're doing a camp tour trip here. They're from Tonawanda. All right, let's take a look in here. Oh boy, something's going on. Let's see.
Continue with, like, you'll sleep with them, eat with them, anything. So the idea behind this 6-pound loaf is that you're splitting it with the 6 other guys in your mess. Each guy gets 1 pound. Then each guy would also get a cup of dried peas. I stress the dried just because when you dry out the peas, they lose their nutritional value. So a lot of these guys are actually getting scurvy because they're not getting enough vitamins. This is kind of nasty, especially for like the people who actually know about spoiling. So this right here is some salt pork. This little piece of pork right here is probably around 5 years old. Yeah. But it sits in that salt brine and it basically preserves it because they didn't have any slaughter animals over here towards the beginning of this fort's existence. So all the meat was actually brought over from Europe. So they would slaughter the animals in Europe, pack them in these big saltwater barrels, and essentially bring them across the ocean. So it would be 2 or 3 years old by the time you'd actually get it. And then this, you guys might know like hardtack, but back in the day it was actually called ship's biscuit. It's just flour and water and it makes it super hard cracker almost, you can't even bite through it. So a lot of these guys were really just like sucking on it, or you could break it up and put it in your soup. These last for so long, like years and years and years, but eventually they're gonna get infected with like weevils or little bugs. But the soldiers would actually look for pieces with those bugs in them because more protein, actually some flavor. So yeah, kind of nasty, but that's what they had. And obviously there's the lake behind us, so they could do some fishing. The French hunted, but the British had a regiment here, the 8th Regiment of Foot, and they were only supposed to do a 2-year stay here, but they ended up being here for 11 years because of the American Revolution. But during that stay, they'd send guys out to like hunt, and they would just never come back because this was the end of the world to them. So it's not as nice as being stationed in like Philadelphia or New York, because there you can actually have a social life, you can have a girlfriend, you know, you can go out and drink. So a lot of these guys, when they're going out to hunt, they're just like, well, I'm trying to get back to the East Coast because I've got family, I've got a wife, because, yeah.
Okay, this is stop number 11. This is called the French Castle. Look at that. We could go inside it. Look, I got bars on the windows. The French Castle. Huh. Well, something new. Another experience. Oh, they got a bed in here. I think this is where they slept. I guess, I don't know. Oh, look at this over here. Let's go up here and see what they see up here. This is the French Castle. Oh, look, they had a fire here. See that? To keep the place warm.
It's a well.
Oh, it's a well. Is that what it was? A well? Oh, man, that's a well. I thought that was a fire pit. There's a well. Woo! Check that out. Very cool. Let's see over here. We got the kids here. Oh, look at all the linen they have here. Look at all this stuff. Artifacts. They got fur. Artifacts. Very cool. They got cider barrels. And here's some fur. Look, there's a bear. Raccoon. Huh. This was called a trade room, where they traded things. Very cool. Oh, they got a canoe upstairs here too. Look at that. Look at a canoe. Tippy canoe. Very cool. All right, let's go see the rest of it. Very cool. Let's go around here and see what we see. Check this out. Oh my gosh, it's like a dining room. It is a dining room. Oh, Ruby's here. Ruby wants food. Eat the dining room. They got a fireplace in each end. What's that say?
These cool chairs.
The Commandant's quarters was concluded. The surrender of the French Fort Niagara to the British, July 25th, 1759. Huh. There's someone's portrait up there. Very cool. Okay. Let's show you some more. Okay, this is called the French military kitchen. Got a big fireplace. This is what it's called. They got a plaque on a wall. French military kitchen, 1726 to 1759. Wow. Look at that old cupboard. Wow, this thing's all stone. This is the French castle, and that's a well. I called it a fire pit. It's actually a well right in the middle of the building to get your water. Alrighty, we'll show you some more. Okay, here's the marker for the castle. This house, the castle of Fort Niagara, was built by the French in 1726. Occupied by LaSalle in 1678 and Donneville in 1687. Taken by the British in 1759. First occupied by the United States, August 11th, 1796. Retaken by the British, December 19th, 1813. And finally, May 22, 1815, under the flag of the United States again. Huh. That's pretty cool. That thing was changing hands. All right, we're gonna go to the next stop. So it's up here. There's some monument we have to see. Let me go find it and we'll get back to you. Okay, this is site 12, or stop 12. This is the monument. It's got some relief here that are bronze. This says Richard Rush. Someone's been rubbing his nose. Look at his nose. See that? And then here is in commemoration of the Rush-Bagot Treaty. Huh. And here's Charles Bagot over here. No one rubbed his nose though. Bagot. There's his monument. So there was some treaty. I have to look it up. I don't know what the treaty means. It's in commemoration of the treaty, and they got a bronze thing up here. I can't read it all. The United States and Great Britain, 1817. Huh. And there's a lake. Check that out. Lake Ontario. And then I'm going to pan over here. You're going to see the mouth of the Niagara River. Right there. And Canada's on the other side. Very cool. I'm kind of glad we came up here. Oh, look at that, must be Toronto.
Yeah.
Right across the lake. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but I could see it. Let me see if I can zoom in here for you. Okay, I got the GoPro zoomed all the way in. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's Toronto. As clear as day. Right across the lake. Wow. It's very clear. Alright, I'm going to show you some more. Okay, this is stop 13. It's a monument to the Jesuit priests that were here at the fort. It's got something on a cross here. Regan, Vince, I don't know. Something. And then here's stop number 14. What's 14, Vic?
It's a powder magazine.
A powder magazine. Stop 14. This is where they kept the gunpowder. Let's take a peek at this one. Wow. Here's where they kept the gunpowder, huh? Oh, there's a bed here. You could pet Ruby, sure. Ruby's a good doggy. Go ahead and pet Ruby.
You want to pet Ruby?
She's a good doggy. She don't bite. She's a good doggy.
Wait, is she like the
She's a Lakeland Terrier. Very rare dog. She's on YouTube.
Really?
Yep, she
I
has.
feel like I've seen her before.
You have to see her video. She does ice cream tours.
Hey! Oh my God.
Okay, we're up on top of these earthworks. They let you walk up here because it's paved. We're at the end of the fort right here on Lake Ontario. I'm gonna pan. Look at this. Here's my pan. You see all my stops. There's the monument, the French castle. See all these. And there's the Niagara River with Canada on the other side. Look at that. This is the whole fort. Wow. We're heading this way now. That's where we came in at, right there. Oh, you could go up there and look. That's a lookout. Oh, I didn't know you could go up there.
Yeah.
Cool.
You
So
go up
this
in
is
that
it.
building, too. You
Oh,
go
you
up in
can't?
that building.
I didn't go up. Wow, this is something. You gotta come here. It's a must stop. Okay. Okay. Here's my final excerpt of this Fort Niagara here. National Park. Well, it's not a national park. It's actually private, non-profit. You've got to come here. I gotta say, this is definitely a stop for anyone who's traveling in New York State along the lakes. It is amazing. Fort Niagara. Today is August the 7th, 2024. Here's the museum. This is some bonus footage. It starts out why Niagara, and basically it's because it was the entrance to the Great Lakes right here where the Niagara River met Lake Ontario, and for the fur trade. And they have some artifacts, not a lot, but they do have some. So this is what they use. There's a hat, there's some tools, here's a cannon, musket. Very nice. Then they have something here about the American Revolution. The refuge, they use it as a refuge to people who supported England during the Revolution. Here's some more artifacts right here. Another musket. Powder horn. Here's some tools. Kitchen tools, looks like. Then over here, some more weapons from 1813, the War of 1812 artifacts. Then back over here, I think what it says is the original flag that United States flew over this. Look at this thing, it's gigantic. They're preserving it in this big, gigantic room here. Look at, it's all sealed. The Fort Niagara flag. And that's about it. We're going around in a circle, and then in the middle they have a movie to watch. About a 15-minute movie. And this is between 1815 and 1871. That's about it. There was a movie room right there. I just watched the movie. They also used it during World War II. It was a training grounds. That was one of the men that ran it, Colonel Boswell. And here was another guy that ran the training, Lieutenant Colonel Bolton. That's about it. That's the bonus film. Oh, and here's a little relief model of the fort. Okay, here is the lighthouse. We're parked right by the lighthouse. Let's go check that out. Oh, there's Vicky over there with Ruby. See him sitting on the bench? I'm gonna go check this out. Yep, we get the park right here. That's the cool thing about having a B van. You got your whole camper right here. Right at Fort Niagara. Look at that. Huh, there's a visitor center right behind me, where they have the museum. Okay, that's where they have all the kids. They got a bunch of camp kids here doing a tour. Isn't that neat? That's cool. I wish I did this when I was a kid. We didn't do trips like this. Well, I got out of the Fort Museum too late because now the lighthouse is closed. But here's a storyboard for it. Here's the anatomy of the lighthouse tower. And here's the lighthouse right over here. Let me pan up because we can't go in. That's it. That's the lighthouse. Oh well, we're heading back to the camper van. We finished our tour of Fort Niagara. See ya.